Alrighty, hey guys, welcome back to another Crusader Kings 3 video. This is another introduction video. We're getting close to the release date. It's a couple of days from now. Very excited, but we have a couple more intro videos to do. So this one's going to be technology, and without further ado, the original link will be down below, and let's get right into it.
Hello everybody, Havoc here with my final tutorial on Crusader Kings 3 in collaboration with Paradox Interactive. We focused on...
Shout out to Havoc, you've been doing a very, very good job. And shout out to the first guy as well. Very, very good job. So I'm guessing we're going to have a third community member doing the next couple, so we'll see how that goes as well.
On vassals, your domain, and managing money. For this last video, we are going to hit on something a little more abstract, but important nonetheless, tech. And in CK3, it is heavily tied to your culture, as we are about to find out. Let's dive in. Innovations. Innovations in Crusader Kings 3 take the place of technology, as they are not solely technological advancements, but more roundly advances that benefit all of the characters of a certain culture. These innovations are the culmination of an
Effects can enact the High Crown Authority Law, can enact the Absolute Crown Authority Law known to the French. Okay, so these are like, these obviously are like, you know, culture-based, like advantages you can have over other people. Okay.
idea, something that a culture has an interest in, even if it's a bit foreign. Over time, these ideas become the norm and fully embraced, at which point the innovation is unlocked and accessible to all within your culture. Innovations are broken up into 4 eras: tribal, early medieval, high medieval, and late medieval. Each era is not only locked behind a certain date, but requires at least...
I'm still wondering, so obviously I didn't play CK2 very like seriously. Can you start a game from like the earliest time and then play it all the way to the end time? Obviously, if you die, then you kind of, you know what I'm saying, rest in peace or whatever, right? Or if your kingdom falls, rest in peace. But can you play throughout that whole time, and how long would it usually take, like one of those type of playthroughs? Very interested. If you have played CK2 kind of competitively, not competitively, but like what would you call it? Extensively, let me know the answer to that question. And like I said before, I'm kind of a beginner to this game. I'm watching these intro videos to kind of, you know, introduce myself and obviously the audience as well, because I am going to be covering this game when it comes out and all of that.
half of the previous era's innovations to be unlocked, meaning on average you will need 9 innovations per era before advancing to the next. Just about every innovation is useful in some manner, and thankfully they are easily broken down into 3 categories of military, civic, and cultural or regional for easy distinction. Military and...
Oh, so this is how you move up into different eras, by researching these, right? And once you research enough, then you get to move up. Okay, makes sense. So you can kind of do it earlier than other kingdoms and get, like, I'm guessing, a way bigger advantage, right? Because you're already on early medieval, and the other, let's say, kingdom is still in, what do you call it? Tribal. Or is it based on time? Let me know.
Civic will quite obviously deal with the military and non-military related advances, such as being able to recruit certain military units or unlock buildings, to unlocking laws or increasing overall development growth. The cultural and regional innovations are a tad different in their requirements. You will either have to be a very specific culture or have your culture in a certain number of regions to be able to unlock them. These represent historically unique cultural qualities that did not spread through the world like the more basic military and civic innovations. How do I unlock innovations? They are not a quick process by any means. Most will have an estimated time of hundreds of years, although that
351 years. That's crazy. This game is all long game, isn't it? Jesus. A lot of waiting for a lot of different things, which is, you know, makes sense, because obviously this stuff did take time, you know, historically speaking, so makes sense.
That is not discouraging, as you're going to find out. At its base, innovations will have a small chance to progress based on the average development of counties within your culture. Note that this is all counties of your culture, not just within your own domain. This means that a culture focusing on pure expansion as their primary goal will see slower growth than those that stay a bit more focused and build on development. The real progression occurs with 2 factors: exposure and fascination. Exposure is a natural process, and it occurs when your culture shares a border with another culture that has a specific innovation. The more you have in common with those other cultures...
Oh, you can like leech, you know what I'm saying? Or kind of like go in there and kind of take the... Oh, that's pretty cool.
such as the same religion, same culture group, etc., and the more counties that border that other culture, the faster the innovation will unlock. Fascination is entirely 100% character-based, and it reflects the desire of a powerful ruler to research a certain innovation. Whereas exposure is a random selection you don't get to choose, fascination is deliberate on the selection of the character. Who gets to pick innovations? That would be the culture head. The culture head is the character that owns the most number of same culture counties within their realm. This means that the culture head can change at any point during your campaign, and that it also may not be you, although it should definitely be a goal to become one. One very important factor in unlocking innovations through your fascinations is the learning skill. A cultural head with a low learning skill is not benefiting anyone in your entire culture, and it's an easy recommendation, if you want to focus on advancing your own culture, to acquire learning skills, and going down the scholar lifestyle tree would not be a bad move in the least. That will finalize technologies, well, innovations.
Do we have any more? Or is that... Yeah, I think he's going to talk. Listen, Havoc, you did a great job. I know it's your last video. The videos I've watched with your descriptions and your analysis, really appreciate it. Hopefully when this game comes out, I wish you a lot of success. And yeah, hey, if you enjoyed it, let me know what you think. I think, you know, it's very in-depth, very in-depth. And I come from Bannerlord. Obviously, I have a Bannerlord channel. It's not as in-depth, and it's going to be a huge learning curve, but I'm going to do it. I'm taking a couple of days off from work and all that just to focus on it. So, yeah. I have a couple more intro videos to do, but after that, it's time to play, you know? But yeah, if you enjoyed it, you know, let me know what you think. And like always, stay safe.